Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayanti Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, Chapter 8, talks between Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai. Text 267 onwards. So yesterday we discussed how Mahaprabhu has some short questions and short answers were given by Ramananda Rai. So further it says, Eka sanchay mor acharya hridaya, kripa kari kaha more tahara nischa. Ramanand Rai then said that he had but one doubt within his heart, and he petitioned the Lord, please be merciful upon me and just remove my doubt. Pahila dekhilu tomar sannyasi swarupa, eba toma dekhi mui shyamang goparupa. Ramanand Rai then told Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, at first I saw you appear like a sannyasi, but now I am seeing you as Shyam Sundar, the cowherd boy. तुम्हारे सम्मुखे देखी कांचन पंचालीका तार गौर कांते तोमर सर्व अंग ढाका. I now see you appearing like a golden doll, and your entire body appears covered by a golden luster. The Shyam Sundar is blackish, but here Ramanand Rai says that he saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appear golden. The lustrous body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was covered by the bodily complexion of Srimati Radharani. Tahate prakat dekho savan shivadan, nana bhave chanchalta hai kamal nayan. I see that you're holding a flute to your mouth and your lotus eyes are moving very restlessly due to various ecstasies. ए मत तुम देखी है चमत्कार अकपटे कहा प्रभु कारण इहार. I actually see you in this way, and this is very wonderful. My Lord, please tell me without duplicity, what is causing this? So Ramanand Rai could see everything actually. He saw Shyam Sundar Krishna, blackish Krishna, then covered by golden luster of Radharani. So this is really wonderful. Prabhu kahe Krishna tomar gada prema hai, prema raso bhava jani nishchaya. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, you have a deep love for Krishna, and one who has such deep ecstatic love for the Lord naturally sees things in such a way. Please take this from me to be certain. Mahabhagvat dekhe sthavar jangam, taha taha hai tar Shri Krishna Swaram. A devotee advanced on the spiritual platform sees everything movable and inert as the Supreme Lord. For him, everything he sees here and there is but a manifestation of Lord Krishna. Sthavar jangam dekhe, na dekhe tar murti, sarvatra hai nij ishta deva spurati. The Mahabhagavad, advanced devotee, certainly sees everything mobile and immobile, but he does not exactly see their forms. Rather, everywhere he immediately sees manifest the form of the Supreme Lord. So, Sthavara Jangama Dekha. So he sees everywhere the Supreme Lord. Nothing else he sees. So due to his deep ecstatic love for Krishna, the Mahabhagavad sees Krishna everywhere and nothing else. This is confirmed in the Brahma Samhita. Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Hridesha Vilokiyant. As soon as a devotee sees something, be it movable or inert, he immediately remembers Krishna. An advanced devotee is advanced in knowledge. This knowledge is very natural to a devotee. For he has already read in the Bhagavad Gita how to awaken Krishna consciousness. According to Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, it says, Rasom hapsu konteya prabhasmi shashi suryo. O son of Kunti, Arjun, I am the taste of water, the light of the sun and the moon, the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. I am the sound in ether and ability in man. Thus, when a devotee drinks water or any other liquid, he immediately remembers Krishna. For a devotee, there is no difficulty in awakening Krishna consciousness 24 hours a day. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore says, Thavar Jangam Deke, Na Deke Taramurti, Saratra Hai Nij, Ishta Deva Sfurati. A saintly person, an advanced devotee, sees Krishna 24 hours a day and nothing else. So this is the way to judge or gauge our advancement. How do we see Krishna everywhere and everything? Anything that is happening in our life, we should see Krishna's hand. And Krishna cannot let his devotee go through something not favorable. I mean, the things, the instances or circumstances could be, from our perspective, could be negative. But Krishna will always be there to protect, to save our bhakti, to help us get out of the situation if he wants. Just like, I mean, look at all the devotees mentioned in Bhagavatam, whether it is Pandavas or Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, how much they went through, how much. But they never lost their faith in Krishna. And Krishna never left them. He was always there. So even in our lives, when we all go through lots of things. But when we look back, we'll always see that, oh, Krishna, you saved me there. Krishna, you protected me there. Yes, you did that. Or you helped me there. And he's always there to help his devotees. And that is how we should be able to see Krishna in the future. Yeah, whatever is happening, it can only happen by Krishna's sanctioning it. So, and he is my best well-wishing friend. So he's not going to let anything happen to me that's going to be terrible. As far as movable and inert things are concerned, the devotee sees them all as transformations of Krishna's energy. And actually, more we make progress, all these 4 material activities, they go down: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Devotee, they don't even want to defend themselves. Of course, it doesn't mean, just like there's a saying, have faith in the Lord, but please lock your car. It doesn't mean we don't lock our car and make Krishna protect our cars. As far as possible, we do defend, we do try to protect ourselves. But ultimately, we rely on Krishna's mercy, Krishna's protection. But that reliance or dependence on Krishna's mercy, Krishna's protection, it should not only be just lip deep service, it should be heartfelt. And should be up to that extent that even if I lose something, then I'll not lose my heart, I'll not blame Krishna. Because the test will be there. So Sthavara Jangama Deke, I mean, seeing in everything Krishna. But at the same time, we have to protect ourselves. Although believing that Krishna will take care of me, uh, but I have to do my part. That faith has to be there. It takes time. Slowly, it develops. As Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhume Rapavanalo Vayu, Kham Mano Buddhi Revacha. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Altogether, these eight constitute my separated material energies. Actually, nothing is separate from Krishna. When a devotee sees a tree, he knows that the tree is a combination of two energies, material and spiritual. The inferior energy, which is material, forms the body of the tree. However, within the tree is a living entity, the spiritual spark, which is part and parcel of Krishna. This is the superior energy of Krishna within this world. Whatever living thing we see is simply a combination of these two energies. When an advanced devotee thinks of these energies, he immediately understands that they are manifestations of the Supreme Lord. As soon as we see the sun rise in the morning, we arise and set about doing our morning duties. Similarly, as soon as a devotee sees the energy of the Lord, he immediately remembers Lord Shri Krishna. This is explained in this verse. Sarvatra he nij ishtadev surati. Ishtadev. Means then he sees his ishtadev everywhere. A devotee who has purified his existence through devotional service sees only Krishna in every step of life. This is also explained in the next verse, which is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. But a devotee even goes further than just seeing Krishna in every step. He wants to serve Krishna. Means everything is Krishna's energy, but um, we want to serve Krishna also, Krishna's energy also, in the appropriate way. It's not like we see a snake, we see, oh, it's Krishna's energy, it's not different from Krishna and this and that. Of course, we don't bring the snake home. But at the same time, we try to serve Krishna and Krishna's energy. Sarva bhuteshu yah pashyat bhagavad bhavam atmana bhutani bhagavati atmani esha bhagavat uttama. So that is the sign of advanced devotee or Uttam Adhikari. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, the person advanced in devotional service sees within everything the soul of souls, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. Consequently, he always sees the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the cause of all causes and understands that all things are situated in him. All things are situated. Vanalatastarva Atmani Vishnu Vyanjayantya Iva Pushpa Faladaya Pranat Bhara Vitapa Madhu Dhara Prema Rishata Tanavo Vavrishusma. The plants, creepers, and trees were full of fruits and flowers due to ecstatic love of Krishna. Indeed, being so full, they were bowing down. They were inspired by such deep love for Krishna that they were constantly pouring showers of honey. In this way, the gopis saw all the forests of Vrindavan. This verse is one of the songs the gopis sang during Krishna's absence. In Krishna's absence, the gopis are always absorbed in thoughts of him. Similarly, the Mahabhagavad, the advanced devotee, sees everything as potentially serving the Lord. Srila Rupa Goswami states, Prapanchikatya buddhya hari sambandhi vastuna. The advanced devotee does not see anything as disconnected from Krishna. Unlike the Mayavadi philosophers, a devotee does not see the material world as false, because he knows that everything in the material world is connected to Krishna. And when everything is connected to Krishna or everything comes from Krishna, Krishna is the supreme absolute truth. So how can false come from truth? What is false is our desire to enjoy this material energy. That is false. That's not right. But material energy is there. It's not false. A devotee knows how to utilize everything in the service of the Lord. And this is characteristic of the Mahabharata. The gopis saw the plants, creepers, and forest trees, loaded with fruits and flowers and ready to serve Krishna. In this way, they immediately remembered the worshipable Lord Shri Krishna. They did not simply see plants, creepers, and trees the way a mundaner sees them. So mundaner sees plants, creepers, and trees, and either he wants to enjoy them, whether the fruits or the flowers, or he thinks this is a nuisance. Let me cut them down and make it all clean, make it a nice playground or a building here. Of course, devotees also make the buildings, make the temples. But again, the temples are for the service of the Lord. They want to pick up flowers for service of the Lord. And actually, it is also said when we are not actually picking up the flowers from the plants. If we have those plants in our temple or house, it's a different story. Otherwise, we are just buying flowers from outside. But when we buy the flowers and offer it to Krishna as a garland or in the arati or in any other way, then those plants from where the flowers came and the people who picked up those flowers or sold those flowers, they also get benefited. They all get benefited. This is how merciful Krishna is. The plants didn't know the flowers are going to for Krishna service. The flower seller didn't know. But this is how Agyat Sukriti works. Radha Krishna tomare mahaprema hai. Yaha taha Radha Krishna tomare sura. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, my dear Rai, you are an advanced devotee and are always filled with ecstatic love for Radha and Krishna. Therefore, whatever you see anywhere and everywhere simply awakens your Krishna consciousness. Rai kahe Prabhu tumi chhada bhari bhuri, mora aage nij roop na kari hai chori. Ramanand Rai replied, my dear Lord, please give up all these serious talks. Please do not conceal your real form from me. Radhikar bhava kanti kari angikar, nij rasa aswadite kari achavata. Ramanand Rai continued, my dear Lord, I can understand that you have assumed the ecstasy and bodily complexion of Srimati Radharani. By accepting these, you are tasting your own personal transcendental humor and have therefore appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nij gud karya tomar prema aswadhan, anusange prema mai kaile tribhuvan. My dear Lord, you have descended in this incarnation of Lord Chaitanya for your own personal reasons. You have come to taste your own spiritual bliss, and at the same time, you are transforming the whole world by spreading the ecstasy of love of Godhead. So Mahaprabhu is tasting and is spreading at the same time. Apane aila more karite udhar, ebe kapat kar tomar kona vyavahar. My dear Lord, by your causeless mercy, you have appeared before me to grant me liberation. Now you're playing in a duplicitous way. What is the reason for this behavior? Tabe hasi tare Prabhu, dekhai la swarupa, rasa raj, mahabhav, tuye karupa. Lord Shri Krishna is the reservoir of all pleasure. So he is Ras Raj. And Srimati Radharani is a personification of ecstatic love of Godhead, Mahabhav. These two forms had combined as one in Sri Chaitanya. This being the case, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed his real form to Ramanand Rai. So this is described as Radha Bhava Dyuti Subhalitam Nomi Krishna Swarupam. Lord Shri Krishna was absorbed in the features of Srimati Radharani. This was disclosed to Ramanand Rai when he saw Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. An advanced devotee can understand Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahayan. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being a combination of Krishna and Radha, is non-different from Radha Krishna combined. This is explained by Sarup Damodar Goswami. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikrita Ladani Shakti Rasma. Radha Krishna is one. Radha Krishna is Krishna and Krishna's pleasure potency combined. So when Krishna exhibits his pleasure potency, he appears to be two, Radha and Krishna. Otherwise, Radha and Krishna are one. It's difficult to understand. This oneness may be perceived by advanced devotees through the grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This was the case with Ramanand Rai. One may aspire to attain such a position, but one should not try to imitate the Mahabharata. So, Ekat Manav Api Bhuvi Pura Deh Bhedam Gatauta. I mean, they are one, but they have appeared as two. Now, because we have so material conceptions in our in our brains, so many times people say they are one. So means God is God male or female? So you're saying female is male, male is female. What is this? Well, this male female is for our material bodies. Spiritually, person could be in the male form or the female form, but it doesn't mean he has those male and female private parts. Because private parts are within our body because we want to enjoy the material energy. There, the body is Satchitananda, and the mood is to serve Radha and Krishna. So we don't distinguish based on private parts. It's based on Mahabhav. So until we get out of the bodily concept of life, how are we going to make progress? देखी रामानंद हैला आनंदे मूर्छिते धरिते न पारे देह पड़िला भूमिते. Upon seeing this form, Ramanand Rai lost consciousness in transcendental bliss. Unable to remain standing, he fell to the ground. So seeing this form, so he saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he saw Mahaprabhu, Radha and Krishna getting separated. He saw both of them. And he saw them combine. So the ecstasy, so much of transcendental bliss was there that he lost consciousness. Prabhu tare hastasparshi karaila chetan sannyasira vesha deki vismita hailam. When Ramanand Rai fell to the ground unconscious, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched his hand and he immediately regained consciousness. But when he saw Lord Chaitanya in the dress of a sannyasi, he was struck with wonder. Alingana kari Prabhu kaila ashvasan, toma vina ei rupa na dekhya jan. After embracing Ramanand Rai, the Lord pacified him, informing him, but for you, no one has ever seen this form. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Naham prakasha sarvasya yoga maya samavrita. Mudo ayam na vijananti loko mamajam abhyayam. I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them I am covered by my internal potency, yoga maya. And so they do not know me, who am unborn and infallible. See, fools and rascals, they cannot understand Krishna. The Lord always reserves a right of not being exposed to everyone. The devotees, however, are always engaged in the service of the Lord, serving with the tongue by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra and tasting Mahaprasada. Gradually, the sincere devotee pleases the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the Supreme Lord reveals himself. One cannot see the Supreme Lord by making personal efforts. Rather, when the Lord is pleased by the service of a devotee, he reveals himself. In fact, Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj said that do not try to see God. Serve him in such a way that he wants to see you, that he wants to come and see you, that who's doing all these wonderful services. So our aspiration should be on service. Yes, I'll do this service, that service, whatever service I get, I'll do. So people want to see, or they sing like whenever we do Govardhan Parikrama, we find people, Radhe Radhe, Shyam Milade, they sing all these things. But why? Is Radharani our order carrier? That we can order Radharani, that let me see Shyam. And is Shyam our order carrier, that he's going to come see us? If we are not qualified. No, we make ourselves qualified. Serve. Chanting is also service. Reading Prabhupada's books, also service. And so many tons and tons of other services. A devotee actually is so pleased, so satisfied by the service. He doesn't even have time to see Krishna. Just like the story of Vittal at Pandharpur, right? Lord Vittal. That boy was serving his parents, and Lord Vittal came, and the boy said, I'm busy with my service. Cannot see you right now. So he just threw a brick, just stand on the brick. I'll come see you later. The Lord is still waiting. So our mood should be to serve. Just serve. Keep on serving. Whatever service we get, we just serve. Happily. Serve with devotion. And Krishna, definitely, he'll make arrangements. You have to have faith. He'll make arrangements to give us darshan, or he'll make arrangements to come and see us. And we don't know what form and which way he's going to come and give us darshan. We don't know. We don't know. Mor tattva lila ras tomar gochare, ate vei rupa dekhailu tomate. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu confirmed, all the truths about my pastimes and mellows are within your knowledge. Therefore, I have shown this form to you. Gauranga nahe mora radhanga sparsham. Gopindra sutta vinateho nasparshyanicha. Actually, my body does not have a fair complexion. It only appears so because it has touched the body of Srimati Radharani. However, she does not touch anyone but the son of Nanda Maharaj. So that is Srimati Radharani. She doesn't touch anybody except Krishna. Tar bhave bhavita kari atma man, tabe nij madhurya kariya swadan. I have now converted my body and mind into the ecstasy of Srimati Radharani. Thus, I am tasting my own personal sweetness in that form. Gaurshundar here informed Sri Ramanand Rai, my dear Ramanand Rai, you are actually seeing a separate person with a fair complexioned body. Actually, I am not fair. Being Sri Krishna, the son of Nand Maharaj, I am blackish. But when I come in touch with Srimati Radharani, I become fair complexioned externally. Srimati Radharani does not touch the body of anyone but Krishna. I taste my own transcendental features by accepting the complexion of Srimati Radharani. So accepting the complexion, also when he comes in touch with Srimati Radharani, in touch with Srimati Radharani, complexion of Radharani, and accepting the mood of Radharani, is basically full Radharani herself. But the point is, he wanted to taste the transcendental features of Krishna. So Krishna himself cannot taste his own features. He can only taste it through somebody who loves him more than he himself loves him. That only person is Radharani. So that is why he accepted the mood of Radharani to taste his own beauty, his own love, pleasure of conjugal love. Without Radharani, one cannot taste the transcendental pleasure of Krishna's conjugal love. In this regard, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments on the Prakrit Sahajya Sampradaya, which considers Krishna and Lord Chaitanya to possess different bodies. They misinterpret the words Gaur Anga Nahe Mora. From that verse and the present verse, we can understand that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is non-different from Krishna. Both are the same spiritual person, supreme personality of Godhead. In the form of Krishna, the Lord enjoys spiritual bliss and remains the shelter of all devotees, Vishaya Vigraha. And in his Gaurang feature, Krishna tastes separation from Krishna in the ecstasy of Srimati Radharani. This ecstatic form is Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna is always the transcendental reservoir of all pleasure, and he is technically called Dhir Lalita. Srimati Radharani is the embodiment of spiritual energy, personified as ecstatic love for Krishna. Therefore, only Krishna can touch her, because that's it, ecstatic love for Krishna. Who else can touch? The Dhir Lalita aspect is not seen in any other form of the Lord, including Vishnu and Narayana. Srimati Radharani is therefore known as Govinda Nandani and Govinda Mohini. Now, sometimes this word Nandini, actually it's Govinda Anandini. So, many times we hear this name as Revati Nandan or Yashoda Nandan. So Yashoda Nandan means the son of Yashoda, or Revati Nandan, son of Revati, who is Balramji. But here the word is Govind Anandini. But Nandan and Anand, the common theme is they give pleasure. Yashoda Nandan gives pleasure to Yashoda Maya. Revati Nandan gives pleasure to Revati. And here Govinda Anandini gives pleasure to Govinda. Not that if somebody wants to mistakenly understand it, Govinda Nandini means daughter of Govinda. No. Nandini means one who gives pleasure to that person. Now, Yashoda Nandan, he gives pleasure to Yashoda Maya as a baby. But here Radharani is giving pleasure to Govinda. And see, word Govinda. Govinda means the meaning of word Govinda, one who gives pleasure to the cows and senses. That is Krishna. And Radharani is who gives pleasure to Krishna, who gives pleasure to cows and senses. Amazing names. And Govinda Mohini, the only person who can enchant his mind. Only person. So that is Srimati Radha. Tomare thai amare kichu gupta nahi karam, lokaile prema bale jan sarvam. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then admitted to his pure devotee, Ramanand Rai, now there is no confidential activity unknown to you. Even though I try to conceal my activities, you can understand everything in detail by virtue of your advanced love for me. So this is the criteria, virtue of your advanced love for me. When we have that love, when we develop that love, slowly we develop, and slowly, more and more, we know about Krishna because he reveals himself more and more. And the love is shown through our service. How much we are going from, oh, I don't want to serve, I don't want to chant, or I don't want to do this service, to I have to chant, I want to chant, I love to chant. See the transformations happening. And when we do that, then slowly, here it is, Krishna, Mahaprabhu himself, even though I try to conceal my activities, you can understand everything in detail by virtue of your advanced love for me. So this is the way, this is the process to know him. Okay, I guess I can stop here. See anybody has any questions or comments?
Very nice dance. Thank you very much. And especially
Thank you.
that part when you said that we are so busy in doing service that we don't even have time to see Krishna. So, yeah, when we are doing the sevas, then we are actually lost. That abhi darshan khul gaya bhago.
Yeah, but after the service, when we do the darshan, it has a different taste. It has
Yes,
different.
Prabhuji. Yes,
Yes.
yes. It's so satisfying actually.
Yeah. Yep. So that's all we need to continue with. That's all.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Okay, chalo. You all have a
Thank you
safe
very
and
much.
wonderful. Today's Bhavlashtami, also appearance of Radha Kund. So please read about it and enjoy. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Jai Shri